Hey guys, and welcome. You may think this is a bit of a random video because it's nothing I've done before, but this is a bit of gameplay from a game called The Last Remnant. It's quite an old one, a Square Enix game. It's a bit of a JRPG but with a bit of a twist. And I've recently just picked it up again for not much reason, I've just been playing again. And the big thing about this was that the levelling system was misunderstood by a huge amount of people. And so the idea was to keep your battle rank, which is up here in the top right, which is something that basically scales the game's difficulty with you, effectively. So what I've done is I've done a fairly low BR game so far, and I'm at quite a big turning point in the game. It's a big battle called the Nest of Eagles, which is about halfway through, and all I'm doing is it's just a demo video about how to get through Nest of Eagles at BR3. So in terms of my party members, I've got one union, so I've got Rush, Bolson and Violet. My second union I've got David, Nora, Gabriel. Third union I've got Glennis, Sedman and Sotheby. I don't know how you say this guy's name, so tell me if I got it wrong please. And fourth union Torgal, Darian and Pargus, Pages, whatever it's called, I don't know. You can see from the equipment that none of them have really got anything special. They've all got their default... oh no, Commander's Rapier, you get that as a reward or you pick that up. But they've all got very, very standard stuff that you can pick up or find from treasures around the world. I haven't done any of the fights apart from the forced fights to get the characters I've got, and a couple of side quests that are required because they'll disappear after I do this bit. And so here we go, we're going to go on to Nest of Eagles. So yeah, we'll get back to the action. Okay, so we've just unlocked Nest of Eagles by going back to the world map. Now when we get here, on the top right, the combat map will show you where all the units start. And basically what we do is we target the units in the top left and then hang back and let all the peasant easy units come to us, all whilst trying to activate and abuse David's Gable if we can. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so here we go. So firstly, we're going to close in on this unit up here. It's strange, if you all only close in on this one unit, it tends to make it so it's like 4 on 1. But if you close it on 2 of them, it gives you enough fodder to get both of your to get your morale up and to do some damage with all your units, which is good. Because otherwise, what happens is you end up killing one union really quickly, and then the rest of your unions just sit about doing absolutely nothing. So okay, so you attack that, and then you try and follow that up. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, so hopefully killed at least one of the 2 unions. I really should have killed both of them. It's quite tragic that that didn't work. But hopefully David... no, not quite yet. Right, I'm going to tell you to bring 4 back because they're just here. Then I'm going to tell you, yes, to kill them. And I'm going to tell you to bring them back as well. Oh, because then he might go down and get the other ones. Oh, they're not dead yet. What I want is David's union to kill the union they're against, so he gets a lot of morale, and life will be good because then he'll have a Gable to use. And that's exactly what's happened. So decent AP, high morale. As long as he doesn't get flanked or attacked by anybody else, which there's no one else around to do that, you should be okay. Alright, so I don't have enough AP at this point to use it, so what I'm going to do is, rather than rushing in, I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm just going to tell everybody to stay on their toes or recover their health. And then everybody just stays back and does nothing, and it draws the lesser units to us and keeps the big guys out of the battle for a little bit longer. So the people who just died are not particularly significant in any great way. They are people from a neighbouring town. Why has he not got... Okay, well let's... Again, I'm supposed to tell everybody to stay on our toes. Basically, I want Dave's unit to get Gable, but now I'm going to get attacked by all the lesser non-boss units, which is... I think it's 4 or 5 of them. Which includes a mage unit, which is pretty bad. Oh dear, well this doesn't normally happen. But fortunately, Big Bad Dave has Gaybog, so I'm going to tell him to go and bring them back. Tell Dave to do that. I'll tell everybody else to do something else useful. So hopefully Dave will kill all of the pesky little lame reinforcement units. And this is basically how you get through Nest of Eagles. You just abuse his Gaybog and then hope his union doesn't get killed. Actually, very nearly did. I know which it has. Oh wow, look at that. So what we'll do next is we'll try and pull him out of combat. Because he can't be in combat to use his Gable. So okay, so we will tell Dave to you to attack that. You... I wish I could pull you out of combat, but I just can't, can I? I have to go with Mystic Arts. We need you to get closed in, and we need you to occupy the big guy. Alright, so she's red. Oh, she's dead. Fantastic. Now you've got something that you've got to remember with this big guy is when you attack him in the turn after his friend runs away, he uses a move called Overdrive, which basically messes you up. And the problem is I can't pull Dave out of combat, so he's going to have to attack. I can tell you to stay out. Oh, I can't tell him to stay out either. Balls. Okay, well, at least 2 of my unions are likely to die. He may end up killing all of them with shit like this. Okay, well we've got our health back, which is good. They're going to attack him, which is annoying, because they're going to introduce more AoE attacks that he has, which is going to cost me a union, and 2 unions. I hate the AI. But anyway, so I'll tell you to bring 5 back, and I'll tell you to bring 2 back, and we'll just hope that he can't stop all of us, which this might do. Which this very nearly did. But hopefully we can have that back, so we'll at least have 2 unions in fighting shape. So, oh good, I can tell Rush to use Talisman's Gift, which will keep him alive, and then I can bring the others back, which is good stuff. So that will prevent this union taking any damage this turn, so they can heal themselves a bit. Very timely. We'll resurrect and restore these guys. And we will resurrect and revitalise this union. So now we've got 5 unions, all healthy. I'm going to pull Rush's union out. I'm going to keep Dave's union out. So in fact, at this point, what I like to try and do is minimise the... Can I do anything else? So you're already in. So if I do keep that, stay on your toes, hurry and heal. Basically, because of Overdrive, which I'm a bit scared about, trying to keep as many unions out of combat as I possibly can. But these idiots are always going to rush in anyway and just cost me so much damage. Oh, that's quite lucky actually. And I mean, what I'd be tempted to do is to run in and you know, just attack him with everybody. But what I'm worried about is I don't know how often he uses Overdrive. So I don't quite know. I think where possible, I'm going to try and keep some units sitting about doing nothing. But I really don't want to encourage him doing shit like this. Plus, the other thing about this is if you can engage with fewer units, this is something whereby it's keeps your dragging out fights causes you to get fewer BR gains, which means you want fights to be longer, so you get maximum stat gains and less BR gains, and doing it this way helps with that. I'm gonna have to throw someone in, aren't I? Just put one unit in who can do quite a bit of damage, let them go. There's every chance that he won't actually use overdrive again. I'm just terrified that if I rush in and he does, we're all dead. How little damage they do. Very funny. I'm also worried I might run out of herbs. I did stock up, but how much health does this guy have? For saying that, I'm hardly doing any damage at all. Oh, strike from the sides, that's very good because you can get guaranteed flank attack. So I don't need to risk actual combat. That's not great. Oh, he's gone red, fantastic. Okay, so you get your health up, you bring them back, you strike from sides. You stay on your toes? No. You just save them no matter what, you strike from sides, you bring them back, we'll see what that does. Oh, that's lucky. Oh, it's a big hit. Right, you go in, you get your health up, you strike from sides, you stay on your toes. Oh yeah, there we go. So, that was it. That was Nest of Eagles from BR3, and it pushed me up to BR4, which is fine. Fair amount of stat gains and everything going on there. Big swallow of money. And that's that. So, for anybody who's ever wondered about low BR Nest of Eagles, there you go.